We're here today to celebrate a group of graduates that are completing a welding program that was funded by our friends and partners at Praxair. We're really excited about that relationship, but we're more excited about the future of these graduates today.
Praxair started the program about a year ago, and the intention was to develop and increase our technical workforce, particularly that of welders.
The program came about as a result of a relationship with Praxair where we sat down and had a discussion about their needs, about their workforce challenges here in Louisiana, and they were very specific in saying we need more folks who have the skill sets to be able to go to work and to fill that industrial boom that's going on in Louisiana that Praxair is such a key part of. And so this program resulted from that initial discussion.
It's critical as us as a country to our expansion and our infrastructure that we need, and it's something that we are sorely lacking in.
So tonight we are here to celebrate the completion of the Skills Pipeline program in New Orleans with the Delgado students at Delgado Community College. We have about 23 students graduating today.
How did this program get started?
Okay, so last year, it was just about a year ago, we launched Skills Pipeline in 3 areas, in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and in Lake Charles. And actually in this room right where we're standing here today, we had our first community event in New Orleans. And so lots of the students that you'll see today actually came here just to learn about the program. They enrolled, went through the orientation session, and now a year later, they're finishing their studies.
On behalf of the entire Delgado Community College family, I am pleased to congratulate our graduates. I want to I know this was no easy task for you. You had to work really hard, you had to commit, you had to sacrifice. But you have given yourself a wonderful gift today, the gift of success, the gift of setting a goal and achieving it. Not everyone can say that. So it is with great pride that I congratulate you and tell you that Delgado is proud of you and proud for you. Congratulations.
Good evening, Delgado faculty and staff, Praxair associates, friends and family, and graduates. I have to take a page from Mr. Johnson's book and say, wow. Look at us now. I must say, God has truly blessed us through Praxair. I know the program will open many doors for us and will provide endless possibilities. It was just 1 year ago when I found out about this program. I was down on my luck, and I found out job one. They told me that Praxair had a skills pipeline job fair. So I went to it to find out what it's about. And as I went from booth to booth, listening to the demonstrators, I was sold on the fact that I wanted to be a welder. But there's a bunch of barriers and obstacles in the way. There's over 300 people here. So I went home and I prayed on it. So about a few weeks went by and I got a call. And the call was inviting me to embark on this adventure. So although the program was difficult at times and very challenging, we helped each other through it. From the first arc strike to completing a successful test plate. And I have to take something else from Brother Johnson. When our first day of class, he said, "You are the best of the best of the best." Look how many people we started with, and look what we have now. So I'm truly honored to begin this journey with you. Just a few minutes ago, I was asked what advice would I give to others who considering this program? I would say if they was honored with the privilege to be a part of a program that Praxair is providing, the skills pipeline, I would say do not give up, because obstacles are going to come and they're going to go through some things. But the skills they're going to learn and the experience they're going to have is going to be priceless. And I just want to thank Praxair for believing in us. You know, Delgado, they provided a lot for us, and I'm thankful. Okay, I'm going to kind of wrap this up, but my next journey is I'm going to find a great company to develop my skills with and create a career and provide for my family. And I just want you to always remember to push, pray until something happens. Thank you.
In September of 2014, I found myself sitting in a coffee shop. I was trolling Craigslist and racking my brain for different avenues to pursue in search of a career. I was looking for a job that would challenge me, for a job that would provide for me, and most importantly, a job that I could be passionate about. Still recovering from a recent stint with homelessness, I was trying to juggle bills, rent, and new responsibilities in order to keep my head above water. 65+ hours a week at 2 minimum wage jobs was what it took to make sure that ends were met. That way of life seemed unsustainable. I was exhausted, there was never any money left to save, and there was no end in sight. I came across Delgado's announcement for the Praxair program and the scholarships that were available on NOLA.com, and I knew that this had to be the answer. I spoke with Kim Toubre, and she told me that I might qualify for a scholarship and that I should apply. She gave me the steps to take, and I knew right then that this would serve as the springboard into the next chapter of my life. Over the course of the last year, I have had the great pleasure of studying under the golden hand of Mr. Everell Young. Mr. Young has far exceeded my expectations as an instructor, as a mentor, and as a friend. In his class, I learned about stick, flux, MIG, and TIG welding. I learned how to change a stinger and make my own lead. I learned how to prevent undercut and arc blow and the difference between dross and slag. Mr. Young covered all the required criteria, but he did not stop there. Gleaning from his personal experience, he taught us about work ethics, work site etiquette, and personal responsibility on the job, as well as a myriad of other critical values. I acquired a working faith in the idea that persistence and hard work pays off, and patience, lots of patience. Welding cannot be rushed. I am eternally grateful for this opportunity and to everyone who was involved in it. I believe I have taken full advantage of this course and am confident in my newfound skills and abilities, and I would like to formally thank Praxair and Delgado for everything they have given me. And as this class comes to a close, I am starting a new and exciting chapter in my life. Thank you.
Mr. Chad Bourgeois. Mr. Calvin Bridges. Mr. Oscar Duran. Mr. Adam Graff. Mr. Dominique Gorgeous. Justin Kennedy. Andrew Martin. William May. Jeffrey Mayo. Miguel McFarland. Jessica Penn. Dan Pittman Jr., Stephen Regis, Tristan Ryder, Kevin Smothers, Nathaniel Stewart, Wanye Taylor, Yolanda Thomas, Kevin Thomas, Ashton Thompson, Sondas Turner, Latoya Walker, Quentin Weisinger. And at this time, I'd like to introduce to you the graduating class, the inaugural class of the Praxair Skills Pipeline 2015. Congratulations.
I was doing scaffold building, and then I moved here to go to welding school, and it's a real good school. You spend so many hours in it, you know, and I enjoy it.
What are your plans now?
I just started working at Superior Steel in Baton Rouge, and today was my second day working, so started welding.
How did the program help you?
So many hours, hands-on, you know, so many hours, and other schools don't offer so many hours you're welding, you know, and it's 4 days a week, so I learn a lot more.
What are your job prospects now compared to before?
I have a lot of opportunities now, a lot. I found a job the first place I went.
I was a daycare teacher, and I just decided to, you know, just venture in a different field. Like when Praxair offered the program, I never thought about welding before, but I just thought, why not try it? And I got into it, and I love it.
What did you learn by going through this program?
Oh, I learned endurance, but most importantly, with the skills I learned, I got certified in stick, TIG, and MIG, and I am excited.
What do you think of your future now?
My future, now I'm not only a truck driver, I'm a welder, all right, thanks to the program. I could get a job as a welder, make more money, and I'm satisfied.
I was doing pretty crazy things and I wanted to change my life. And this was the opportunity, so I took it and ran with it.
How does the program help you now become more marketable in terms of getting a job?
Well, it helped me, like, it brought in my, you know, my workforce, like in what places I can go and how far it's gonna take me. But it's up to me how far I'm gonna go.
I got in the program because I just was looking for a brighter future, and I was working at Little Caesars Pizza, and I just was looking for an opportunity to better myself.
What do you think of the program? What are you prepared to do now?
I'm prepared to go out and go get a job in the field. The program was nice. It was something I really didn't expect. Like, I had to grow into it.
Oh, I think they made me very marketable. They gave us a lot of opportunities to get certifications that when I first started the program, I didn't even know how to strike an arc, you know. So I came a long way in 1 year. You know, it was challenging, but, you know, it was very rewarding as I accomplished each step along the way.
Definitely, I would recommend this program to others because they open up opportunities for you to get greater jobs in the welding craft.
Gotta work hard and don't play around, because the nature of this program is very fast-paced, so I didn't have much time to learn as much as I could have, but I've gotten mostly what I needed to get started out of it.
I was kind of back and forth between different odd jobs, stocking, dishwashing, and what made me get into the program is I wanted to expand on the basic welding skills that I already had, and I wanted to get more knowledge and advancement in the craft.
Many of them, they will be finishing the program as entry-level welders. They have all completed the studies for the Level 1 Sense American Welding Society program. And also through the program, we also pay for students to have their first third-party credential test. So students, as they become proficient, have been allowed to go out and take those tests, and that makes them very competitive for entry-level welding positions, having that third-party certification credential.
Anytime we can help people have better lives, it's invaluable for us and for them. So we're very excited and happy.
I'm Joe Fleischman, the Vice Chancellor of Economic and Workforce Development. I'd like to thank the students, the parents, and the other invited guests for being here this evening. Welcome to this ceremony. I'd like to congratulate the students for a job well done. These are exciting times in Southwest Louisiana. The petrochemical expansion has begun, and for those who are prepared, unlimited opportunities will abound. Congratulations, students, for taking the initiative to ready yourself for your future. Again, thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for choosing SOWELA.
First of all, I just love to thank Praxair for giving me this amazing opportunity. I was telling, I forgot your name, I'm sorry, but I was just saying a minute ago that I was actually looking into welding school right before this program came up, and I was like, how am I going to come up with this money? I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was the only one working. This opportunity came up and went through the process, and I got in, and it's been a blessing ever since. And the instructors, all of y'all, have been great. If you needed any help with anything, they were always there. Any questions, they were willing to just sit there and explain until you understood whatever it was. And I was just, I can't even explain how happy I am to have made it through this program, made the progress I have, and just this past week I started my job at CB&I, so I'm thrilled about that, and I can't wait to see where it takes me.
I would like to start out by thanking Praxair and SOWELA for partnering together to give us all this great opportunity. It's not very often in life that you are given a quality education at no cost. For almost 1 year now, my fellow classmates and I have worked hand in hand with our instructors, Mr. Mayo and Ms. Tamara, to sharpen our skills not only as craftsmen and women, but as professionals. It is through the hard work of everybody here that we will make our success in our careers. Thank you so very much for everything you all have given.
Over the last year, I've been to Lake Charles a few times, and going back to the launch and to the community events, which were actually right here on this campus, and many of you attended the community events, and I had the pleasure of meeting you there. And over the course of the program, I've had a lot of chances to have conversations with the students. And normally I start those conversations with something like what I'm about to say, but I can honestly say that I've never been more proud to say that as I am today. And I'm going to get a chance to say this several times over the week. But on the behalf of more than 27,000 employees of Praxair in more than 50 countries, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate you on your completion of the Skills Pipeline program. I share, my colleagues here share today, and again, more than 27,000 employees across the world share very happily in your achievement today. And I think that's something that deserves a great big round of applause from the group here.
Devin Batchan. Ronald Bark. LaFonso Chavis. Mrs. Celeste Cobb. Justin Duhon. Mr. Bailey Fontenot. Mr. Trevor Goodwin. Jacob Golightly. Shamir Guillory. Teresa Horner. Derek Laporte. Christopher May. Takessa Miller. Alicia Morris. David Artigo. Mr. Jeffrey Perry. Mr. Tanner Schiff. Jalen Simeon. Mr. Dylan Simon. Matthew Smith. Altia Tesno. Ryan Traha. Rhett Vito. Sterling West. James Williams. Oren Mikey Williams.
Sir, congratulations. Well done.
A little secret that no one knows is that Mrs. Cobb is Oren's mother. And she brought Oren to sign up for the Welding program. Well, before she left, she hadn't signed up. So they have been in class together for these last few weeks.
At my age and transferring to a different career, you're definitely going to need a skill. And I didn't have many skills, so I know there's a wave of jobs that are supposed to be coming to Lake Charles, and I was hoping to be qualified for something, at least one of the positions.
I was in high school before I enrolled inside of this program, and the reason I signed up is because I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life, but when I heard about this opportunity, and I took an interest to it, and I'm glad I did.
I just started working at Levex Shipyards just to gain some experience. And also I talked to my previous teacher, Mr. Wally, who I used to attend class. So he told me about the program and I could join at night while still working in the mornings. And I knew it would better myself and give me better jobs.
I was a stay-at-home mom, and I signed up because my father was a welder and I always wanted to learn.
And how has the program impacted you and your family?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I actually just started a job with CB&I thanks to this program. And I mean, I've learned a lot. I mean, I've enjoyed it tremendously.
They had a little questionnaire about, you know what I'm saying, why we wanted to enroll, and I was like, because it was gonna help me and my family, you know, a lot financially, and you know what I'm saying, because we in the process of getting a house and stuff, and you know, that's was a big step up.
I was still in high school playing football, and my mom came across it in the newspaper, and she told me it was a good thing I could do. You know, I was good with my hands, so I went ahead and took the test, and I got the scholarship.
What have you learned by going through the program?
I just learned you got to work hard, you know, so you could get whatever you want.
I was doing a numerous amount of things. I had recently graduated from cosmetology school, and I was also doing hair. What made me enroll into this, I felt as though I needed a career change. So I saw that they needed like welders everywhere, so I just enrolled in the class. And I also did it for my 4 kids that I have at home.
Prior to this, I was working on a pipeline, and I wanted to better my education in welding, so that's why I signed up.
I recommend anyone coming in to better themselves, getting a better job, and learning something new.
Very positive impact. You know, my future looks bright. You know, I have a lot of different opportunities, and I'm hoping to seize on every one of them.
Your reaction to Praxair being involved in this project?
Is absolutely wonderful. I think that's what makes community colleges so vibrant, is the relationship that we have with the private sector, and Praxair has been an excellent partner.
Thank you for being here for this very special day. We're definitely at Baton Rouge Community College. I am Gerard Melanson, the Executive Director for Workforce Education at Baton Rouge Community College, and it's my pleasure and honor to work with business and industry and serve under the pleasure of Vice Chancellor Freeberg. And this is a very, very special moment for us at Baton Rouge Community College to have a partnership that's so close and dear to us with Praxair. So it's so important to have family and children here supporting the graduates. Now, first of all, let's give them a round of applause. I want to give you a round of applause for supporting them.
On behalf of the Louisiana Community and Technical College System, I just want to make a few comments tonight. And first of all, I would be remiss not to give my deepest appreciation to Praxair. Without Praxair's sponsorship and an active involvement, Tamara Brown, this program would not be possible. We would not be all standing here tonight doing the great things that we're doing for you and for your loved ones here. So many thanks to our sponsors and our partners. More than just sponsors, but true partners in everything that we do in the Louisiana Community and Technical College System. I want to tell you, graduates, I could not be more proud of you. I know you're proud of yourselves. You've been through a good year of hard work and discipline, showing up to class, doing the exercises. I see the nods. You know, I didn't recognize a few of you today because you didn't look like you looked when I walked through your labs. You're all dressed up and dolled up and ready to celebrate, and I'm so proud of you. I want to just say this on behalf. My job is to work with business and industry across Louisiana, and I'm constantly interacting with employers, and I'm constantly interacting with employers who need the skills that you're now prepared to provide. You're at the beginning of a long journey in your professional career, one I know that you're going to persist in and continue to refine and develop those skills. But I want you to think about your career choice just a minute. If you think about the profession that you're entering, almost nothing that we enjoy in this country today is possible without those people who are welding and putting materials together, both for production and for the repair. The cars we drive, the fuel that goes in them, the food that's on our table wouldn't be produced without the machinery that's repaired and built by the people with your craft, the medicine and the surgical instruments that repair our bodies. Almost everything we touch, taste, and enjoy in American life is done because of people who have base skills like the ones that you've secured through your training here tonight. I want you to really contemplate what that means. You're the ones that make this country and this state great and vibrant. And you're facing a bright and very promising and rewarding career. I could not be happier and more proud of each of you, nor of your families who supported you through this venture. So without further ado, I'm going to step back down from this. But graduates, congratulations.
Maybe I could say something that would inspire somebody else to do something different. It was a long road. We all enjoyed it. AJ sitting back there, he was like he was part of our class, and we're gonna miss each other, but we know it's at the beginning. When we begin this class, October 13th, 2014, it was 25 of us. 13 of us, roughly 14, made it to the end. That's because we didn't give up. It was hard, but we didn't stop coming. We didn't give up. We got burned a lot. It was hot. We went to the testing lab. It was hot. It was a struggle, but we all passed, and we knew it was something great at the other end of the rainbow. So for anybody out there who want to do something different, don't be afraid. As long as you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And I know we all gonna miss each other a lot, but we friends, we encouraged each other. So I thank y'all for coming, we appreciate it. And thank you for the program.
Thank all y'all for being here, family and friends and kids and everything, for supporting us throughout this long year that we've worked so hard to get to where we're at today. Basically 1 year ago, we were all in the same position. We were looking for something better, not just a job, but a career. Listened on the radio, they said, Praxair is teaming up with BRCC to give 100 students scholarships. I said, man, half of Louisiana's gonna be out here doing that. So I was like, okay, cool. Next station comes on, same commercial. I said, man, this must be a sign. So I went home, talked to my wife, and I was like, you know, this would be one good opportunity for us to better ourselves, not just in our lives, our career, our money, and everything else. So we went, and we had to sign up for new roads. There was everybody, about 1,000 people there, but they had some good shrimp, I'll tell you that. So we went there, Miss Amanda, she was there. She said, we're gonna call you on Friday. We're gonna let you know if you got it or not. That Friday came around, boy, I was looking at the emails, waiting for the phone call, and sure enough, man said, are you still interested in this? Woo, yes, ma'am, I am. Boy, I was trying not to dance, but I did. So that next Monday, Tuesday, they said we got to go to BRCC on Acadian. We got to do tests. I was nervous. I ain't took a test since I was in high school, about 10 years ago. So one of the questions, there's 2 questions. One of those questions really stuck out was, what have you been through in your life that makes you who you are today? I think all of us have been through trials and tribulations that make us who we are today. We have all been through something and came out on the end to better ourselves. This is one of those things. Another one of those questions, probably the best one, that is, what have you sacrificed in your life to get to where you are? That question, I'm pretty sure that all of us could answer right now. We have sacrificed a lot. We have sacrificed time, money, just our families, not tucking our kids in at night, not being with our wives, husbands, loved ones, our other people, you know, watching our kids, you know, for us. That's a big burden on all of us, but all y'all realize that we were here to better ourselves, to better y'all, to help us, not just a job, but a career. And that's what we're all striving here for. We have good instructors, Mr. Paul, Mr. Ed, Amanda, Ms. Tamara. I can say that these instructors have sacrificed just as much as we have. They have been away from their families. They wanted to probably watch some football games and do some other things, go to T-ball games, tuck in their kids, hug their wives. So I think that Mr. Ed, I met him at the test lab, pretty nice guy, you know. He really strives to make us better. Mr. Paul, when I was probably a teenager, I probably would have bucked the system because he was always striving to make us better. I didn't realize what he was doing, but all of us, our students, Mr. Paul, give me 2 more tomorrow. So when we had 10 in a row that we did, man, we was busting it, trying to get 10 in a row. We were like, oh, Mr. Paul, look what we did. He said, all right, cool, give me 2 more. Oh, man, 2 more. But what we didn't realize is that when we go into the plant, we got to give 2 good welds. And if we don't give those 2 welds, we going home. And that's not something that you want to do when you're 1,000 miles from home. So I want to give, from our students over here, something as an appreciation to our instructors, Mr. Ed and Mr. Paul. I have something for y'all. Mr. Ed here today? Oh, Mr. Ed? Well, I got something for Mr. Paul. You want to come up here and get it? Basically, it's something that we've built a foundation of skills here, and Mr. Paul has helped us do that. One of the ways I try to represent this is in a pyramid. Without a good foundation, pyramid is just going to crumble. So, Mr. Paul, I'd like to thank you for all
Thank
your
you.
hard work.
Appreciate
And
that.
That's from all of us over there.
Thank you, guys.
So, thank you. Also, Ms. Tamara has been a lady that has been in our lives for the past year, and Praxair. She's probably been our face of Praxair, but she has had one big heart. She has helped us not just to be better as students, but better as people. She's helped us on our resumes. You know, she's really went over and beyond what our expectations were for Praxair. So I would like to give her, and from all of our students, something as an appreciation. So they have a box there too if you want to put it in, but basically it's like an artsy kind of flame thing that, you know, you sparked a flame inside of us that we can make us better. So thank you. So without further ado, I won't take any more of your time, but I want to thank all y'all again, because without y'all sacrificing, it would have been a lot harder to do what we're doing now. We built a career here, and it's not going to stop here. This is just the beginning of our career. So all y'all students, we're about to make something happen. They got round 2 coming. It's because of all of us. So congratulations. Thank y'all.
Many times over the course of the program, I've had a chance to say a version of something like what I'm about to say today, and I think you all know why. It's never has given me more pleasure than to say it today once again to the team at BRCC and to the students that as one of more than 27,000 proud employees of Praxair, and there are other Praxair employees sitting here on the stage with me tonight, we are very, very proud to congratulate you on the completion of your Skills Pipeline program and to congratulate you on your graduation as the inaugural class in Baton Rouge. So congratulations, everyone, congratulations. So over the course of the last year, I've had a chance to have a few conversations with the students. And so tonight, I'm going to take just a couple minutes and have a few final conversations. And I know with the students here, these aren't going to be final. But first, my conversation is with the folks at the Baton Rouge Community College and the team here. There is no doubt, and all of the folks on this stage know, that outcomes are really important. We want people who are successful, and you see successful graduates tonight. As I mentioned, there was a reason that you entered this program. And right now, you have answered that question that perhaps you had a year ago. Whenever you feel a little bit of a challenge, whenever things aren't going well, I want you to go back to that place, and go back to that place really, really quickly, and remember how far you've come over the last year. You should be proud of yourselves, and I am too. Now that's about the only time that I want you to spend any time thinking about the past. Aaron has already told you, you've got a lot of things to get going with. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the present. I want you to relish very much where you are today in the present. You've had a fantastic day. You have achieved something. You are finishers. And as you have heard from me many times, the world needs people that finish things and finish things well. You are finishers. And so I'm very proud of you. Your families are very proud of you today. I have to say, though, that you can't spend a lot of time on the present, that there is a lot of future that you need to get to. And so before we talk about that future, I want to have a brief conversation with your family and your friends who are out there. How many people out there are family, friends, supporters of the folks that are on this stage? Aren't you proud of them? So I have to thank you very, very, some of you are especially proud of them. Thank you very, very much for lending us your children, your parents, even little 6-month-olds who've lended us her parents. Thank you for lending us your husbands and your wives. I know that it was a sacrifice of time, and you your commitment has helped them to achieve what they have today. So back to my conversation with the Skills Pipeline students, they are depending on you, and we are too. Your communities are depending on you. And so it's all about the future. And your future, it sort of started today, it definitely starts tomorrow with all of those things that you have to get ready for. You're well equipped to do it. You've been equipped with all of your life experiences, and you've been equipped with this program. And it has been absolutely, absolutely a privilege to work with you over the year. And so, my final message is that your learning never stops. When we think about our mission of making our planet more productive, it means always getting better, working harder all the time. And that's our challenge. It's also your challenge for your life. So therefore, I want you to, in that quest, don't hesitate to reach out to me, to us at Praxair, if there is any way that we can help you to further your goals. After all, you're a great investment. You've already made the best investment, and that's an investment in yourself. And we are very, very, very proud of you. So congratulations from all of us again.
This would be Mr. Cortland Bassett Sr., BRCC New Roads. Next we have Mr. Bradley Barbary. Terry Briggs, BRCC New Roads. Miss Ingra Brown. Mr. Ricky DeQueer from BRCC New Roads. Mr. Chris Diaz, BRCC New Roads. Mr. Jesse Ferris, BRCC New Roads. Mr. Corey Gibbs. Miss Ashley Green. We got Tamisha coming up, Miss Tamisha Hayden. We got Mr. Dud Hines Jr. Mr. Aaron Martinez. Come on, Nadia Minor. Nadia was the youngest student in our program. She has matured so much in this past year, we couldn't be more pleased with how she's done. We got Miss Katina Moses. Miss Maisha Morris from BRCC New Roads. Mr. Sanders, Mr. Michael Sanders. Jude Shakesnyder, BRCC Port Allen. And we got Chris Schoaf. Come on, Chris. Latasha Spurlock, BRCC Port Allen. Daryl Stokes, BRCC Port Allen. Miss Elena Sweet from BRCC New Roads. We got Mr. Warren Wagisback III. Next we got Miss Lakeisha Wallace. We got Miss Kiara Walker. Mr. Clinton Williams. Mr. Edgar Williams. Miss Jessica Whitson. And finishing off, Mr. Brandon Womack. We can just take a moment, stand up so we can recognize you again. Good job.
It gave me the opportunity to learn well and to go into a career field that can help take care of me and my family, and I could pass it on to people in my family.
I was working at Shintech in Plaquemine, and I signed up for this program because it was a wonderful opportunity for me and my family. Betterment, more money, just wonderful opportunity.
A year ago, I was just working in the same job that I've been in for 10 years, trying to support my family. And this gave me an opportunity to better support my family and make sure that we never go without.
A year ago, I was in a GED program, and I learned about the Praxair program, and I chose to go for it because I didn't have anything else to go for in my life at that time.
A year ago, I was working at the Eagle project at Exxon Mobil for Jacobs Field Service as a pipe fitter helper, and I wanted to pursue a career in something that, with great benefits, great pay, so I decided to sign up for the welding program that I'm graduating from today.
I was working at Trinity Marine building barges, and I found about this opportunity, and it was something that I wanted to pursue, and so I took full advantage of it so that I could further my career in welding and make sure that I had a skill that I could always use in order to pay the bills, to take care of my family.
It meant a lot. It opened up a lot of opportunities for me to become financially stable and also learn more about the industry itself and different avenues I can take by being a welder.
I've learned teamwork. I have a great team that I work with every day since I started school. And then I learned a lot of knowledge about how to weld, how to cut plate, and just many other things.
I was working part-time at little odd places cleaning up, and I signed up for welding because I wanted to better myself and get a career.
It's meant a free chance to learn what people pay a lot of money to learn and get on the fast track to getting in a career that can earn a lot of money.
A year ago, I was a cashier at Nino's Truck Plaza in Port Allen, and I heard about the program on the radio, and I signed up because I knew it would be something better for me to help provide for my family.
It's definitely going to help me. It's already helped me structure my life. It's just kind of giving it direction, and now I kind of know what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Slightly more than 1 year ago, our Senior Vice President, Dr. Ann Roby, stood in this very room, very place, and announced the launch of our Skills Pipeline Initiative. Now, in just a very short time period, we see the fulfillment of the vision for a more talented, robust pipeline through the hard work and dedication of each and every one of these students. To each of our students today, I congratulate you on a job well done. On behalf of our entire company, and especially from those of us here in the South region, what we are doing here today is consistent with Praxair's mission of making our planet more productive. Praxair is focused on developing a diverse pipeline of talented STEM and skilled trade professionals to ensure we meet our critical business needs and remain competitive on a global basis. Our efforts to support STEM education have a wide reach, including programs here in Louisiana, in Buffalo, New York, in China, and in South America. We support programs and organizations that focus on outreach to diverse students and professionals. The shortage of professionals in science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM, is significant, and if not addressed, will impact our ability to compete globally successfully. The Gulf Coast is the largest oil refining and petrochemical producing region in the world. Praxair has had a strong presence in Louisiana for decades. I myself have had the opportunity to work in and out of this state for over 30 years. Over the past few years, we have invested more than $500 million in the Gulf Coast, primarily right here in Louisiana. Praxair Distribution Incorporated is a leading supplier of proprietary welding, cutting, specialty, and medical gases, as well as welding-related equipment and supplies. We're looking forward to you using our gases and welding supplies. This is also where many of our customers are expanding their businesses, and it is with grateful appreciation that we are joined here today by some of them. They are a primary reason for this program. We all share the need for a skilled workforce, as these skilled craftsmen and women, including welders, are essential to enabling the region's continued industrial growth. This journey for skilled talent is one of 3 journeys I'd like to talk about today. And thankfully, because of the entry of these new welders, we hope that this journey will be less daunting for us and our customers. Before I make my remarks directly to the students, I'd like to address a second journey, and is one that we have undertaken with 2 major stakeholders, our partnership with the Louisiana Community and Technical College System, including Baton Rouge Community College, Delgado Community College, and SOWELA Technical Community College, has ensured that together we will provide a preeminent program that will serve our students and the state of Louisiana well and into the future. Thank you for working with us on Praxair's Skills Pipeline program and for hosting us today. In addition, we are pleased to collaborate with the state of Louisiana and the WISE program. Special thanks to Speaker Cleckley, whose foresight in developing the WISE program has helped us to create more resources and avenues for stronger ties and collaboration between government, educators, and businesses. We are happy to have gone on this journey with both the colleges and the state as we look for ways to enable citizens to get the skills they need to gain good manufacturing jobs. And finally, to the students, our graduates today, I'd like to address a third journey, an important one that you are beginning today. Today is the first day of what will hopefully be the start of a new career for you. Those conversations will begin for you this afternoon as you meet with us and our customers to discuss potential job opportunities at today's career fair. It is not only a day for you, it is a day that is meaningful for your families and your communities. Take pride in what you have accomplished. It is significant. Research suggests that by your hard work in completing your work in the Skills Pipeline program and earning your certificates, some of you multiple certificates, you have at least doubled your earning potential over the course of your lifetime. This was undoubtedly in your minds as you began the program, and today you have achieved a significant goal. Finally, for the third final, this is a day that is meaningful for all of us in industry. We need your talents, we need your hard work. Thank you for helping us to provide the products and services that we all need to be sustainable and competitive. Congratulations. It is because of your hard work and the success of this program that we, Praxair, are proud to announce that we will invest in a second year of Skills Pipeline in the state of Louisiana, bringing our cumulative investment in welding workforce education to the state to more than $500,000.
Thank you to our friends from Praxair. This is an organization that not only makes an investment with its resources, but it makes an investment with its time. Tony, you have an extraordinary organization that you represent. Tamara, I can't tell you, just a little bit off the cuff here, but let me just tell you, this lady at times, I almost thought that she was a part of my staff. I would run into her in the building so often. What that says, though, is a commitment to not only commit resources, but to come back over and over again to make sure that what we are delivering is what you need as graduates, and it's what organizations like Praxair need. Thank you for your commitment of time, and thank you to Praxair as a great partner. To Speaker Cleckley, the vision that you showed in crafting the WISE Fund is extraordinary. These lives are changed as a result. One of the great benefits that I know you've had as Speaker and as a legislator in Louisiana is to touch lives of people. None more impressive than this one. Thank you for all that you've done in that regard. To our colleges, to representatives in the room, to faculty members who taught these students. Stand up if you're in the room and represent any of those programs. How about a round of applause for those guys? I think most of them were already standing, right? So thank you for being with us today. What you have done is certainly to change lives, and we're appreciative for the good work that you do every day. Most importantly, to our students, to our graduates, to those folks who we've come here today to celebrate, you have put in the time, you have put in the effort, you have earned that certification. But let me be real clear, that certification is but a ticket to participate in this economy. It is a ticket to participate in this economy. Your responsibility is to recognize that it doesn't end with graduation. It starts at graduation. And no amount of education, no amount of training or certification will ever replace hard work, effort, working with your colleagues every single day, showing up to work ready and doing the things that your employer needs you to do in order to be successful, both for you to be successful and for your employer to be successful. This afternoon, you'll have an opportunity to go in, to stand proud, to look folks in the eye, to shake their hand, and to talk about your future. Scroll back for each of you to a year ago today. Where were you? Where were each one of you 1 year ago? You know, I had an opportunity a few minutes ago to talk to someone who said, I visited each one of these programs and I've heard the stories. And many of you have a pretty good idea of where you were a year ago. You were not sitting in a graduation ceremony with a job interview lined up for the afternoon. Right? Can't wait. He's excited. He's sitting on the front of his chair. He can't wait. Excited about the opportunity. So just imagine for a second, if today is 1 year removed from where you were there, where will you be in a year? Where will you be 1 year from now? It's about effort. It's about your work. And it's also about people like our good friends from Praxair who are willing to make investments in you. Thank you for the work that you put in. Thank you for the example that you've set for those around you and for the next generation. You know, I can't close without one final comment to Praxair. Yes, you have provided an opportunity for this group of students, but what you have also done is laid a foundation for generations of people in the state of Louisiana to participate. Thank you.
I couldn't be happier. I think to have 88 graduates today have gone through the program and having been able to look at some of the quality of the work that we've seen outside, it's phenomenal. The attitude of the students and their excitement is palpable.
I think this is an exciting day. This is an exciting day for Baton Rouge Community College, the community systems throughout the state of Louisiana, but it's more exciting for the graduates. We have almost 100 graduates that have taken advantage of the WISE Fund and are go to work and be productive members of society and take care of their families, take care of their neighborhood, take care of their communities. I think that's an incredible event that we've experienced here today.
We've changed lives in every single circumstance here, and it's a lot of fun just to get a chance to shake hands and say hello and hear the stories.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
Absolutely. I would encourage them to reach out to their local college here in this region, Baton Rouge Community College, but certainly SOWELA Technical Community College as well as Delgado. Each of those have participated in this Praxair effort.
And the LCTCS website?
LCTCS.edu.